Hey players, it's time to grab your tea and have a seat. Let's discuss politics, crime, celebrity gossip, investigative reporting. Welcome to The Real Tea with Double D on GSMC Podcasting Network, where I am black and the news is always petty as hell, but it's accurate.
Hey players, welcome to a brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. Of course, I am Double D, and we're on the GSMC Podcasting Network. So excited to be with you all tonight. It's a late night to record a brand new episode. Listen, it's been a week, honey. It has been a week for Double D. If you follow me on my Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, anywhere, then you know that my mother is ill. She had a little accident on Monday. Well, actually Sunday night, and she is currently in the hospital. So I have been going back and forth. I actually just got back here from being at the hospital with her today. Luckily, she is doing a bit better today. It was really touch and go earlier in the week. I kind of been a little absent. It's kind of been a thing for me here lately because I've had a whole bunch of things going on, and this is just something. Unfortunately, this is a one-woman show over here with the Black Accurate News. So when I check out, honey, the news just stops, unfortunately. So we're dealing with this, but I am wishing my mother a speedy recovery. Mother, I love you so very much, and I know that you are probably sleeping, but I know you'll probably watch this playback tomorrow and let me know that you saw me. Hi, mother, and I love you so much, and I'm praying for you every day, and I'm here with you, and you know that I love you, and that that I'm here for you. And don't worry about a thing, because we're going to get through this. Now, players, thank you so much for joining me on this brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. So glad to see you all tonight out here in Facebook, YouTube, and podcasting world. Thank you guys for downloading every single week in Facebook and YouTube. I'll let you know I'm so glad that you guys stayed up to ride and fly with Double D. However, I won't be able to interact with you as much because I am recording a brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D for my podcast, and they can't see us. So it will be a little unfair, but I thank y'all for being here. I love to see your comments, and I really appreciate your support. Every single one of you are the best, and I really thank you guys for riding and flying with me every single week. Now, look, we're not going to prolong this. We're going to go ahead and get into this tea because, baby, when I tell you it's piping hot, honey. But I'm going to have to start this one off a little bit different tonight. We're not going to be, you can grab your tea and have your seat, but, baby, we got to start this off with a little law and order. In the criminal justice system, Frumpy Dump thought he would get away with crimes. But in the United States, there's Letitia James, Fannie Willis, and Merrick Garland. Here's their stories on how they take him down. Yeah, so we had to start this off with a little law and order Frumpy Dump Justice Unit. I declare, and what a disgrace. As we all know and heard, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Frumpy Dump has been indicted. He has been charged over the classified documents in the first federal indictment of an ex-president. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. They've been talking about this all week, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a stack with you. First, I'm gonna ask y'all, can y'all hear me good before I keep going? I know y'all would have told me if y'all can't hear me good, but I just want to make sure you can hear me good because I didn't check my mic. I hurried up. Can you hear me, Teresa? Make sure y'all can hear me before I just keep talking. I'm pretty sure y'all can. Hurry. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me get this building. Okay. So anyway, child, they have charged Frumpy to the motherfucking. Well, they have charged Frumpy to the motherfucking dump. He was indicted for mishandling classified documents at his Roach Motel, Mar-a-Lago. Baby, this is huge news because, again, this is the first former president in U.S. history to face criminal charges by the federal government in which he once oversaw. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. The indictment carries unmistakable grave legal consequences, including the possibility of prison if he's convicted. Now, I don't know the logistics of that. I don't even know how they was gonna put Fruppet up in jail. My mom actually asked me about that today, and I was like, Mom, I really don't know, honey, because he's got Secret Service for life. So, is the Secret Service gonna be standing outside of the jail cell? I really don't know how that would work, honey. But maybe according to this, there is a possibility that Frumpy Dump could face prison time. I declare, honey. What a disgrace. So, as we all know, honey, Frumpy Dump uh took some classified documents from the United States of America, honey. He stole it from the American people. And when Fruppy was prompted to give those documents back, he downright refused. Now, he did return some of them, at least according to him. Now, he did return some of them, but he didn't return all of them, honey. So when the FBI, the Justice Department, and the National Records was trying to get those documents back, Fruppy was going around the world and yeah. And baby, he didn't want to give those documents back, so they went ahead and served a warrant on a search warrant on the Roach Motel Mar-a-Lago, honey, and Fruppy was pissed to the highest level of festivity. And according to reports, so was Melania Trump, baby. They say that the FBI went through her underwear drawer. I declare, what a disgrace. So according to the FBI, they seized 300 classified documents from Frumpy Dump at the Roach Motel. And baby, according to reports, there may be some recordings of this. There's also been subpoenas all over the world. Jack Smith, the special counsel who was appointed by Merrick Garland to continue the investigation into Frumpy Dump and this the classified documents, as well as the probe into his involvement into January 6th, which I'll get into the latest on that as well in a second. So Jack Smith has been issuing subpoenas all over the world. I told you guys yesterday, broke the news that allegedly Mark Meadows, which is Frumpy Dump's former chief of staff, has taken a plea deal already to avoid jail time. Now, we don't know the logistics of that, all of that, but a little birdie whispered in my ear today and told me that a second person is expected to be indicted with Frumpy Dump when he goes to Florida, the Florida courthouse to be officially indicted. I believe it's on Tuesday. So I don't know if that person is Mark Meadows, if it's somebody else like Human Skid Mark Giuliani, Steve Bannon. There's no shortage of people that it could be. So I really can't nail down who it could be, honey. Who was the closest to him? We got Roger Stone, who had that was in close proximity with the Oath Keepers and the allegedly in close proximity with the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys, who we all know was just convicted on sedition. So it really could be anybody, but allegedly a source says, and these sources, I'm gonna keep it a stack. These sources that these media outlets have been coming up with, but honey, they have been right on the money. They really haven't given us any misinformation yet. And a little birdie let me know that a second person is supposed to be indicted. Again, we don't know who that person is. I don't know if it's Mark Meadows, because yesterday it came out that Mark Meadows may have taken a plea deal. Now, we do know that he did testify before the grand jury. I mean, not grand jury, but he did testify for Jack Smith. We do know that, but we don't know if he actually took this alleged plea deal. But honey, it's out in the atmosphere, and I'm gonna keep it a stack, like I just told you. They haven't been wrong yet, so I'm gonna say this, honey. They may be just right. So, baby, when this news came down the pipeline, honey, that Frumpy Dump had gotten indicted, baby, he was upsetted to the highest level of upsettedness, honey. And I'm gonna keep it a stack, baby. Whenever I saw him on this video here, the first thing that came to my mind as Frumpy Dump decrees and declares that he is innocent, the first person that came to my mind was this.
I'm innocent. I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent. And Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right there.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent. That's what I thought of. I thought about P.O.P. holding it down. Y'all know got convicted on that charge, and I think they gave her 10 years. Said she ain't eligible 10 or 20 years or something like that. They say she's not eligible for parole or eligible at least for release until I believe it was 2039 or either 2029. I could be wrong, honey. But that just recently, I saw that recently. I was like, I was gonna sprinkle that in the atmosphere, honey. Not POP holding it down, found guilty, even though she said she was innocent. I declare, honey. What a disgrace. So anyway, honey, but you know me, when I thought about that video and I was like, Frumpy Dump is out here like he's innocent, POP holding it down, mama, I love you. But at the end of the day, honey, we all know and we're going to keep it a stack.
Does that mean he's guilty?
I told you. He did that shit. Guilty as fuck. Guilty as fuck. I told you. Guilty as fuck.
Does that mean he's guilty?
Guilty as fuck.
Oh, yes, honey. He is guilty. He is guilty as fucking, even though he's decreeing and declaring that he is innocent, honey. And so is the Frumpy Dump taint sniffers. We all know what it is, honey. Let's keep it a stack. So Frumpy Dump took to social media. I already read this to you guys earlier on my video, but I'll just give you a brief synopsis. He basically says that he's innocent. He basically says that Frumpy Dump, Joe Biden had documents or whatever, and he should have, but nothing happened, and all this kind of stuff, and the Mueller report, and Russia, and all this kind of stuff. And then he goes on to decree and declare again, he's POP holding it down. He's innocent, honey. And then this wasn't enough for Frumpy Dump, so he took to his True Social platform, The Devil Is a Lie Social, again to post this video. Y'all go ahead and take a listen. Now look, he did 4 minutes. I only got you 2.
Well, there's never been anything like what's happened. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent person. They had the Mueller hoax, the Mueller report, and that came out. No collusion after 2.5 years. That was set up by Hillary Clinton and Democrats. But this is what they do. This is what they do so well. If they would devote their energies to honesty and integrity, it would be a lot better for our country. They could do a lot better. They could do a lot of great things. They're going to stop us is by using what's called warfare. And that's what it is. This is warfare for the law. And we can't let it happen. We can't let it happen. Our country is going to hell. And they come after Donald Trump, weaponizing the Justice Department, weaponizing the FBI. We can't let this continue to go on because it's ripping our country to shreds. We have such big problems, and this shouldn't be one of them. It's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax, just like Russia, just like the fake dossier was a hoax. You saw the Durham report. You saw the Mueller report. It was all a big hoax. You had 2 impeachments, and they lost and we won. And we had tremendous support. But that was a hoax and a scam. And now they're doing it again. It's just a continuation, 7 years, even after I'm out. But it's called election interference. They're trying to destroy a reputation so they can win an election. That's just as bad as doing any of the other things that have been done over the last number of years, and especially during the 2020 election. So I just want to tell you, I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. And we will fight this out just like we've been fighting for 7 years. It would be wonderful if we could fight.
Man, sit your ass down.
I'm the one for the I'm the one for the videos tonight. If y'all wanted to laugh at some videos, y'all came to the right place, honey, because I got some good ones lined up tonight. So, honey, Frumpy Dump says he is innocent. He is decreeing and declaring and grandstanding that he is innocent. And you know what Frumpy Dump does, honey? When anything like this comes up, we know that he is going to do what he always does, honey. Welcome to Grifters. Gone Grift on the Black Red News channel. Oh, yes, honey. He is already up to the grifting shenanigans, baby. He's already sent out that email. It's like he have them just on deck, honey, just ready to send. Just as soon as something happened, honey, let me go ahead and get the grifting. So here he says, The deep state thought they destroyed our campaign when Soros-backed prosecutor indicted and even arrested me earlier this year. But then we shot them as our campaign grew even stronger. We broke fundraising records. That's a lie. 3 independent polls shows us beating Joe Biden by 10 points. That's a lie. In fact, polls show I'm the only Republican who can beat Crooked Joe. That's a lie. So after the state prosecutor failed to break us, the deep state sharpened their attacks and unleashed a federal prosecutor to try to take us down. So he wants you to send him money, honey. He wants you to send him money. He sent that to his supporters today, asking for them to send him their fundage. And baby, you know they gonna do it. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. But it is what it is. If they want to send their money to Frump and Dump, baby, he wouldn't give a red nickel of my money. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So Frump and Dump is like he's indicted. He's supposed to be in court on Tuesday at 3:00 in Miami. He's also facing another investigation still by Jack Smith, the special counsel. They say that he has a separate grand jury convened in Washington. Now, excuse me, y'all. The reason for this, the reason why he's being indicted in Florida is because of jurisdiction matters, okay? He's being indicted on the classified documents in Florida because that's where they seize the documents from. And then if he gets indicted up here in Washington on the January 6th probe, that's basically a jurisdiction matter. Wherever you committed the crime, it is where you're going to be indicted. So there is another allegedly another investigation going on, a special another grand jury that is convened to review evidence regarding Frump and Dump's involvement in the January 6th probe. And of course, we know we have our girl down there in Florida, in Georgia, Fannie Willis, the district attorney of Fulton County, who is supposed to deliver her her findings, or if she's going to do an indictment for Frump and Dump and several others in Georgia. That's supposed to happen next month. I believe it's around my birthday on July 11th. And we also have Frump and Dump and E Jean Carroll. That's still trucking along, honey, because Frump and Dump has asked for another trial. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat so we can talk about why Frump and Dump wants a new trial with E Jean Carroll. So Frump and Dump filed paperwork today, honey, to get a new trial with E Jean Carroll, honey. He says he thinks that what they tried to get him to pay, what they're trying to get him to pay is too much, and he wants a new trial. Now, as we know, E Jean Carroll actually amended her lawsuit. I believe it was a few weeks ago, asking the judge to she asked for permission to amend her lawsuit and add in the comments that Frump and Dump made about her on the CNN town hall, where he said that he said he didn't know her and that she was crazy and blase skip and all this kind of stuff. Well, now, honey, Frump and Dump went to court, honey, and filed his paperwork today, and he's asking for the judge to amend that lawsuit that E Jean Carroll won. I believe it was $5 million. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So in Thursday's filing, the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York, Frump and Dump team, Crackerjack Box legal team, argues that the court should order a new trial on damages or grant order a new trial on damages. They wrote that the $2 million awarded to E Jean Carroll for SA verdict was grossly excessive because the jury found that Frump and Dump did not grape E Jean Carroll, but rather committed SA. Such abuse should not and could not warrant that much money. They said that such abuse it could have included groping of E Jean Carroll's Hootie McBoobs through clothing or similar conduct, which is a far cry from grape. Therefore, an award of $2 million for such conduct, which immediately which admittedly did not cause any diagnosed mental injury to E Jean Carroll, is grossly excessive under the applicable case law. That's according to the actual filing. So he is asking for this for a new trial. The Thursday's filing from Frumpy Dump's legal team also further argues that the $2.7 million awarded for E Jean Carroll's defamation claim against Frumpy Dump was based upon pure speculation. Again, Frumpy Dump has also separately appealed the verdict in E Jean Carroll's case. So we're not done with E Jean. Well, E Jean Carroll is not done with Frumpy Dump yet. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So again, let's run down let's run it down. Frumpy Dump has been indicted in by the Justice Department on the classified documents case. He's also been indicted in New York for the hush money with Stormy Daniels. He could be indicted in Atlanta on those charges. I believe he's also facing several other lawsuits. Several other lawsuits, honey, because Frumpy Dump's legal troubles is far from over, honey, and I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm here for it all. Now, players, I'm gonna need y'all to grab y'all tea and have a seat, honey, because Ken Paxton and Nate Paul, they coming up next. Ken Paxton. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So, baby, there's been a new development in Ken Paxton's impeachment trial in relation to the lawyer. But I'm gonna give you a little, just in case you don't know the backstory, honey. Ken Paxton has been suspended without pay because he's been impeached after 20 articles of impeachment were introduced by House Republicans after Ken Paxton asked them to pay $3.3 million for his wrongdoing. Ken Paxton has been under investigation since 2019 for his dealings with this guy, Nate Paul. He is a businessman from Texas, a real estate developer, and now he has been arrested by the FBI. Oh, yes, honey. It's true. He's been arrested by the FBI. So today, the FBI arrested Nate Paul. He's 36 years old. I don't know what Ken Paxton is doing with this little young boy, honey, but look at him, honey. He's a little brown nosed boy. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So this guy was arrested today and we don't know, it's unclear why he was arrested, but baby, it is damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess, and everybody is talking about it. Now I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was not surprised to see that he was arrested again. This stuff has been under investigation. That's why Ken Paxton has been in trouble, is because allegedly he was allegedly trying to help Nate Paul. Nate Paul allegedly worked on his house and got a company that was associated with him to work on his house, and that's why all of this these shenanigans. There's a lot more to it that's going on. So again, the FBI on Thursday arrested Nate Paul. He was taken into custody by federal agents and booked into the Austin jail this afternoon, according to the Travis County Sheriff's Office. Again, it's not immediately clear what charges led to his arrest, but the records show that he is being held on a federal detainer for a felony. Nate Paul's arrest follows a years-long federal investigation into the Austin real estate developer, a probe that Ken Paxton involved. That involves Ken Paxton's office. Lawyers for Nate Paul did not immediately respond to requests for comment, and one of Ken Paxton's defense attorneys said that he had no additional information on the arrest, and the FBI declined to comment. And the spokesperson for the federal prosecutors of West Texas also declined to comment. FBI agents examining Nate Paul's troubled real estate empire searched his Austin offices and his palatial home in 2019. The next year, 7 of Ken Paxton's top deputies reported that the attorney general to the FBI on allegations of bribery and abusing his office to help Nate Paul, including hiring an outside lawyer to examine the developer's claim of wrongdoing by federal agents. The allegations by Ken Paxton's staff prompted the FBI to investigate, which remains ongoing, and are at the center of the articles of impeachment, honey. Of course, we know yesterday Ken Paxton's legal team talked for 39 minutes to tell us that he was not guilty and provided absolutely no shred of evidence to prove to substantiate why he would say, oh, I need Texans to pay $3.3 million on my behalf, but hey, I didn't do it. But they did provide a bank statement, including a 2020 wire transfer that allegedly shows him and not the donor paying more than $120,000 for the home renovations that they say that Nate Paul that Nate Paul actually helped him with. Now the wire transfer, but here's the kicker, and let me take this picture down because I want y'all to see my face when I say this. Now here's the kicker. Ken Paxton thinks that he's slick, honey, because the wire transfer was dated October 1st of 2020, the same day that Ken Paxton's own deputies signed a letter informing the head of human resources that the Texas Attorney General's office that they had reported his ass to the FBI. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Guy has been arrested, and my sentiments are clear. I don't think that I'll ever be changing them when it comes down to Ken Paxton, but you guys can make your own analysis. But here's mine.
Does that mean he's guilty?
I told you. He did that shit. Guilty as fuck. Guilty as fuck. I told you. Guilty as fuck.
Does that mean he's guilty?
Guilty as fuck.
Oh, yes, honey. He's guilty as fuck. So the $121,000 payment to the builders whose manager was an associate of Nate Paul, that was who the check was to. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. But again, it was made on the same day that it was reported that Ken Paxton's wrongdoing was made to the FBI. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Now, baby, this is damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess, honey, but what do we expect? I expect nothing more from Texas Republicans. Y'all, please. But according to his attorneys and also for Freddie Cruz and all these people, Ken Paxton is the star of the Republican Conservative Party. If that's your star, honey, I would hate to see I would hate to see who's brighter than Ken Paxton. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Please grab your tea and have a seat. We're moving on. Oh, Lord. George, speaking of corruption, George, I'm just a boy in a dress, Santos. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So George Santos has lost his bid to keep his bail guarantors a secret. According to reports, honey, George Santos was seeking to not disclose who was guaranteeing his bail, even though many media outlets were asking for it, honey. In fact, his attorney came out and said that George Santos said that he is willing to go to jail before he exposed the people that helped him bond out of jail on those 13 charges related to all the stuff that he did. So, honey, George Santos lost. The judge said a federal magistrate judge in Long Island ruled against George Santos' request to keep private the identities of people who guaranteed his $500,000 bail last month, but delayed their release to allow the New York congressman time to appeal. The decision by the judge came after media organizations, including the New York Times, requested their release. The groups had argued that the identities of the three individuals who initially stepped in to help George, I'm just a boy in the dress Santos after he was indicted were a matter of public interest. Now, again, George Santos said that, look, if you want me to expose these people, I'm going to jail. But the judge said, look, you have to expose them because one of them done already stepped to the side. George Santos, the judge was not persuaded by George Santos' arguments, but she gave him until noon on Friday to appeal the decision in the district court. She also took an unusual step of sealing her decision to protect their names until the appeal had been ruled upon. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So, honey, we're going to see who's been helping out George. I'm just a boy in a dress Santos. Again, one of them done already stepped to the side, but we're going to see what the other two going to do. Are they going to make it do what it do, or they going to go ahead and step aside too? And if they do that, honey, George, I'm just a boy in a dress Santos don't have to wish he's going to jail. He's going to jail. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. And also in Georgia, just a boy in a dress Santos news, honey, George Santos' lawyer, it's come out in the Washington Arrangement, honey, that his lawyer was present was actually there at the insurrection on January 6th. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Y'all feast y'all eyes on this video, honey, and I'll be right back. George, I'm just a boy to dress Santos. Did you not learn anything from the Oath Keepers? Y'all know the Oath Keepers attorney was actually present on January 6th, and she ended up getting put behind bars at the same time that she was supposed to be defending the Oath Keepers. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So George Santos was also filmed that day in the VIP section of the Ellipse where Donald Trump delivered his speech encouraging his supporters to march to the Capitol. But these newly uncovered photos show that Murray was there and he was among the angry mob storming the Capitol. Also, his office manager, Angela, was there on that day too. They were seen on the footage to be among those who marched from the Ellipse at the White House to the Capitol. Both of them are retired New York police officers. Angela, the office manager, is listed as a staffer in Santos, New York district office, doing constituent services. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So Georgia, just a boy in the dress Santos, has sedition hunters as his attorneys. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Child, it wouldn't be George, I'm just a boy in the dress Santos if he didn't have no crooked shit going on. Players, y'all go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat because this next one right here is damn ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. Now, players, I do not remember if this was on the last episode of The Real Tea with Double D or the one previously, but I know I told you guys about Matthew Riley. This is the Rhode Island councilman that was caught in 4K high as a Georgia pine, and I'm not talking about on no reefer. He was high as a Georgia pine on some other stuff, and he was arrested for possession and some other stuff. But honey, there's been some new developments. I'm just gonna refresh y'all memory on exactly who he is.
Really gonna start trying not to Oh, no way, dude, really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, Orestes going to come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hands, so it's like...
Wait, sorry.
Listen, I have a body camera. Obviously, everything I have is recorded. You know that. And what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't.
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So he went ahead and resigned from the city council. But there's been a new development, honey. He was arrested today on charges of first degree child M and also SA, second degree child M, SA, and enticement of a person under the age of 16. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Oh, yes, honey. It's true. The bus comes just 3 weeks after he was brought up on charges of possession. On Thursday, his legal situation became exponentially worse as detectives from Cranston Police Department investigators from Rhode Island took him back into custody. Baby, they said that he there was a complaint from the legal guardian of a 12-year-old girl that led to his arrest. Now, his attorney told the news outlet that he entered a plea of not guilty to the M charges. And they also said with these type of charges, I can see the general public and even close friends instantaneously turning their back on Mr. Riley and drawing knee-jerk reaction conclusions about this. I simply ask that you refrain from public ridicule and gossip and allow the legal process to unfold in an ordinary course. While we may not have the perfect system of justice in this country, my 30 years as a lawyer allows me to state that we have a near perfect judicial system as could exist, and we should trust in the system to be the final adjudicator of the facts, the law, and the legal outcome. That's what his attorney said in the statement, honey. This is just this is a mess. So this man was caught smoking on that, y'all, smoking on that.
Whitney dying, crack rehab fails.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay? We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
So it was caught with that. He was also now he had been, I'm gonna keep it a stack, y'all. He had been up front and honest. Actually, before he was elected, he had been upfront and honest about his battles with addiction. He had been battling addiction for quite some time. He had been upfront and honest about it before he was elected and said, hey, I had this addiction problems, but with all of the resources that were available to me, I was able to kick this habit, blase skip, all this kind of stuff. But he told that officer that he was going through a divorce, and I guess that may have gotten him back, but to doing that. But honey, he has had his law license suspended in court with his estranged wife. She submitted text messages to show him dosing their children with sleep medication so he could leave the house and have late night sex with a client. The filings also uncovered that Riley allegedly conspired with his client, who was also his ooey gooey partner, to falsely accuse his ex-wife of violating a no contact order. Child, this guy is just, he's screwed up. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So now he's been arrested on child predator charges, and he will be handled and prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law. And I think that's what it needs to be. All right, players, I need y'all to go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat, because we are at the end of the show, and it's time for y'all favorite game. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Players, it's time for another riveting episode of Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. All right, players. So you know how you feel when you got your dream job, honey, and you just as happy as a flea on a dog's ass. So you post about it, you change your little profile on Facebook, and you say, hey, I've just gotten this brand new job, and I'm so excited. I'm happy as a flea on a dog's ass. I'm happy. I got my dream job. This was the situation for this Indiana police officer, honey. He was as happy as a flea on a dog's ass whenever he became a police officer. So much so, the day that he took his oath of office and was sworn in, he posted it on Facebook that he was now a police officer. And again, he was happy. This was his dream job. This is what he wanted to do with his life, honey. His name is Chaz Foy. But baby, some people, you might not need to post your things on social media, honey, because when you do that, you fuck up the church's money. So baby, whenever he posted that, some people noticed that Chaz had been up to some crap back in the day that might not make him well suited to be a police officer. So they turned in some of his old racist social media posts, honey. And now he was just fired 2 days after he took the job after he was sworn in as a police officer. Yes, honey, it's true. And the social media post led to him being fired, honey. So social media posts by Officer Chaz Foy were deemed so offensive that Marion police officer Angela Haley immediately fired him. She said in a statement, I do not condone this type of behavior and will not tolerate it. He was terminated on Wednesday, just 2 days after he was sworn to duty with the department. Both posts were made before he joined the Marion Police Department. He posted in one post, he took a picture of this was on June 1st of 2022, and he said, with gas prices hitting $4.89 and climbing, let's all take a moment to appreciate better times. And this right here included an image of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. A second image posted by Foy showed a cartoon of a black man titled Martin Luther King. So, baby, he lost his job, honey. You were about to lose your job. Get this dance. You were about to lose your job. Well, baby, all I got to say to you, honey, is I hope you enjoy that stupid prize. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. All right, players. I really hope y'all enjoyed that brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. Sorry so late. If you're here for the playback, thank God you are here. Thank you so much. And also, if you are listening to the podcast, thank you so much for coming back every single week. I really appreciate you guys so very much. Sorry I was late. Got a lot going on, but hey, at least I'm here. Better late than never. All right, players, thank y'all so much out there on Facebook, YouTube, and Facebook and YouTube for joining me live. I really appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all come back next week. I hope things are a little better, but if they don't get better where this live thing where I can't do it late, maybe I'll just start posting the videos, just recording them and then post them later. Y'all can let me know in the comments if y'all would like for me to do that instead of making y'all wait up all night. Maybe I'll just record the videos and then post them the next morning. I don't have to do it live, but I really like to do it live, but I don't have to. So anyway, players, let me know what you're thinking. Put your thoughts in the comments. I really love to hear them. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this brand new episode of Real Tea with Double D. And I will see you guys next time. And we're going to let Jasmine from Texas take us out regarding this election integrity stuff that they was doing at the house. I want y'all to take a listen to what she got to say. So don't go just yet. Listen to this, honey, because when I tell you I was as happy as a flea on a dog's ass, I was.
Every time we seemingly have a hearing on voting rights, we talking about the fact that people are cheating. So let's talk about who's cheating. I got a few articles. Are you familiar with the fact that there was recently a settlement with this little news company called Fox News?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was for about $780-something million. Was it because they were lying about the elections?
Yes, it was for a.
Okay, there we go. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to keep going. There also was this article, because I don't want us to base anything on Georgia at all. Please, Jesus, not Georgia. Okay, because Georgia purged 87,000.
Will the gentlewoman yield?
I
think Georgia matters.
I will not yield. I am reclaiming my time. All right, so there were 87,000 people that were purged that were legitimate voters. So, no, we don't want to copy off of Georgia. Also, another GOP voter admits he committed fraud. Another one in Pennsylvania, man who admits he voted for Trump with his dead mom's name because he listened to too much propaganda.
The gentlelady's.
Thanks for listening to The Real Tea with Double D. Remember to support by following on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And subscribe to the website to keep the tea piping hot at blackuratnews.com. That's BLAQUR.